CJ, it's awesome to have you here. Now, you reached out and you told me a little bit about your project. I didn't want to dive in too deep because I wanted the surprises here.
Yeah.
But it's all about whiskey and blockchain.
Whisky and NFTs. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
You got me there, all right.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of an explanation of what it's all about?
Yeah, sure. So it's a concept I've had for a while. I think I've been a advocate for Cardano since like 2018, kind of behind the scenes, right? Behind the computer screen.
Yep.
But essentially the idea is, I like NFTs too. And so the way this one works is it's an NFT that 50% of your mint when you do it goes to crowdfunding partial ownership in whiskey casks. So there's probably a lot to unpack there.
Right, okay.
But essentially what that means is that on the mint day, you'll own the NFT, but that also gives you the right to have an investment in the whiskey casks, essentially.
Right.
So,
okay.
So the way it works is the distilleries. So we're going to use Irish and Scottish distilleries, and the way it works basically is when they make the whiskey, it has to age at least 3 years, right, to be officially Irish whiskey and or officially Scotch. And so the way that they kind of do that is they sell it to kind of these companies or businesses or investors, right, for people to essentially, have them as an investment option that earns about 15 to 20% per year, depending on what distillery you get. So the way it works for the holders, right, was we said, okay, well, what's a cool way we can kind of bring that, with that real world investment use case, on something that's in high demand, right, like a Scotch or an Irish whiskey, to holders, and we kind of came up with the idea from that standpoint. So essentially, after it ages for at least 3 years, we're going to sell a third of whatever we have from the crowdfunding part, and then at 5 years sell another third, and then at 10 years sell another third as well. And it'll be done, it's kind of like a DAO, so it'll be done through a vote. So as the NFT holder, you have the vote to essentially, basically vote, do I want to sell, do I want to try to keep it and age it more, and then whoever wins, right, yes, no, then that's what happens. So, and then the way it works is we convert that back to ADA, and you never have the casks, right? You never have to get a bottle of whiskey. You just get the proceeds from that as well. So
gotcha. Okay.
It's a way to, I don't know. I really love trying to get real world utility into the NFT space, and I've done that through like gaming or like what the Ape Society is doing with their like token and like upgrading the NFTs. So I just thought this was a cool way, and I love whiskey, so it's just a cool...
a good pairing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
Okay, so I love the idea. It definitely gives utility and real use, a world business case out of it, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
But you say investment, and anytime anyone says that, it kind of raises alarm bells, and I think SEC. Regulations and all the legal aspects around it. Yeah. Have you looked into that around...
Yeah, we have. Okay. Yeah, we looked into it. We've kind of talked with our suppliers about it too. So I think we're covered from that standpoint. And I think the crowdfunding kind of helps us from that aspect too. But yes, definitely a concern, and I think we will definitely make sure that's buttoned up. But it's a big thing for sure. But the interesting thing is like NFTs aren't seen as tokens as much, even though we know that they kind of function similarly, on Cardano, but they're still kind of in that like gray area a little bit too.
Interesting.
Yeah,
because like I guess if you did it with fungible tokens and you're buying utility tokens to own part ownership of the casket itself, it may look differently in the eyes of the law, but as an NFT.
Right, we're kind of focusing on the art part of it too, right? Like that's kind of our, So, another thing is too, the DAO, formation kind of helps probably with that a little bit too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, really interesting.
Yeah.
Now, with the disappointing part of all this is it sounds like I don't get to taste any of the whiskey.
So you could. Maybe we tell you what distillery, you could go buy a bottle or something.
That
is correct, right? And I think the biggest thing is we're going to try to partner with these whiskey experts, and I'm definitely, I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I'm a huge, I just love whiskey, and I just have been involved with it for a while, and just kind of tasted a lot of different ones and stuff. So I think we're going to try to get the best value, the best ones that we can get at that time. So another thing is the distilleries only have them at certain times a year, so it kind of depends when mint. what's available to buy from that distillery. So that's kind of our,
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see future utility coming out of this, like not wine tours, whiskey tours and all these other experiences, especially when you start building a community around that.
Yeah.
Have you started like looking into that? Like, have you built up a community yet? Like, where you at in that process?
We are just getting started. So our team is awesome. So the guy who's actually doing the art, he was one of the main designers for the Aqua Farmers for Liquid.
Whoa, okay, that's cool.
So and then our developer, he works for NMKR. So so we got a good team. I'm the only normie, as I say, but we're a good team, and those guys are based in Europe too, which is why I'm here today to talk to you. So
right, nice. I'm assuming they're whiskey fans as well.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
you kind of
I would say definitely
the
designer. He 100% is too, and they both are. So. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so it sounds like you're still very early in the project. You're getting the artwork designed and you have the minting platform all sorted. What's the timeline looking like for you guys to get to a point where users can jump on board and own part of a whiskey cask?
Yeah, so we're looking to do the mint in December. You can't see it, but on the back of my shirt I have like a sample, and it's on the website too, but a sample like art design. So maybe I should probably talk a little bit about the art too, because that's 50% of what we're doing. But so we're gonna have 6 rarity tiers, and they're gonna all have different price points and different like features and differences. So like, for example, one of the big things is, I think with our NFT design, is that it has a little more like realistic look to it, I guess. More so than like there's no monkeys in it, there's no like dogs or like no like animals, like creatures as the main character. So but then we also have like a kind of like the luxury, so like the higher the tier, the more luxurious the NFT looks essentially. And then
you got a sample in your
I do. You want me to turn around? Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that there, but essentially there's it's a person looking over a city. And the cities, we're going to choose different ones too. So different ways, just represent different people within the Cardano community and just different areas of the world.
Very cool.
Where you could be. So Tim's done a great job just designing it, and he's, like I said, it's nice that he's done a big project before, so I think we'll be in good shape too with that. So 10,000 NFTs is our plan.
Okay. I think you're definitely in good hands there. Good team behind you.
Yep.
Pretty cool artwork as well. I'll make sure that's covered on the camera so everyone can see it. And realistic timeline for delivery as well. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is the legal aspects, just making sure that's all cleaned up and everyone's happy around that. And I think it's a pretty cool project. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're excited. I don't think there's been much like this, I guess, so far that I can see. There's been a couple NFTs on different blockchains that have been more of like you own this NFT, you own like a rare bottle of wine or something like that, and then you can redeem that and eventually get that. But it's just a little different on that, or a little spin. So
no, absolutely love it. CJ, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Where can people find out more?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, Whiskees. That's WHISKEES NFTs.com, and that's where we got it. So we got a Twitter page, we got Discord. We're gonna put out Medium articles, so we're covering all the bases as much as we can.
Everything you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Right. So just want to make sure, I think right now it's just building and just getting the word out and focusing on those things. So
I'm looking forward to the mint.
Yeah. Thanks for talking with me. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.